by Denny Hamlin. Can he put the block on? Oh, car. Oh, 77.
Right behind you.
That was Ross Chastain. Got down on the apron, turned him sideways up the racetrack.
Straight into Ryan Preece.
Chase Elliott involved.
Another multi-car pileup. With 2 to go, we'll go to overtime. There's the Connecticut kids car.
Joey Logano. Well, I knew those cars were going to stall out. You can see right there, Ryan Preece sort of pushes Chastain down onto the apron. As soon as it gets down the apron, he loses control. And heavy impact to the 22. Logano from Chastain. Car goes sideways. He tries to correct.
Kyle Busch and Dillon side trouble. Car hard in the wall. 2 of them. Keselowski to the line. Caution has waved with Keselowski the leader, and crashing are Harvick, Allmendinger, Stenhouse, Truex, Labonte. Contact between Truex and Allmendinger, and then Cole Witt turns Kevin Harvick up and into the wall, and Stenhouse and Allmendinger. Witt slides along and crashes with Truex.
Oh, one in the wall.
And around goes Todd Gilliland.
Oh,
Cody Ware.
Big
a
hit.
Vicious hit to the inside wall with the left front. Caution is out with 25 laps to go. 10th caution of the day.
You can see the flame coming out of his pipes. He's up there all by himself. Starts to come around. Yeah, Biffle got into the back of Ware.
Somebody checked up in front of Cody. Just nowhere to go for those guys. Man.
That is a vicious hit. And glad Cody Ware was quickly on the radio and okay. So things pack up here behind Todd Gilliland. That yellow car scoots through, but there was just nowhere for Cody Ware to go. He got turned hard. On the inside, excuse me, that's Cade. Oh, big trouble.
But grief. Did they not wreck?
No, they're wrecking. Suarez to the inside along with Newman. Cars piling up to the outside and all the way across the track.
Was that?
They're still wrecking.
Oh, McMurray's involved. It almost looked like the rear bumper of possibly Chase Elliott had got turned into somebody, but
Ty
kept
Dillon
going straight.
McMurray into the back of Chase Elliott.
Yeah.
So
McMurray's going to try to go 3 wide, and there isn't any room.
Guys, one of the things that happens when you're pushing somebody, you're in control of their car, and what that does is create an opportunity for you to jump inside or outside of them, and it works sometimes, but man, is it risky. You never know if you're going to be able to get inside or if they're going to block you, and that's exactly what happened. He kind of got Chase a little bit out of shape. He went to go inside there, and Chase, I don't think he had anything he could do. It just almost turned him.
Yeah. Well, when the
cars come shooting across to the inside of the track, watch this 31 of Newman do a whole lot of agricultural racing right here. Wow.
Creed trying to hold off Perkins.
Oh, trouble!
Now they'll crash hard. The big one at Talladega is on the final lap. Will we steal green or go white? It's green for the moment. Creed, Perkins, and we do go to caution. That brought out the caution. Look at that.
There's that 3 wide racing with no room at all.
So Robaugh took pretty big damage there too. Lemastus is in the 54 Crosley for David Gilliland Racing, and then the Bama Buggies number 8 for Chase Purdy. Let's see who else might have been impacted. Gus Dean right in the middle, maybe took a little bit of contact.
It's like Josh Williams got by. He was on the very bottom of the racetrack.
With the rule package that we have right now.
And they don't just start.
Trouble turn 2.
No.
5, 6 cars in it. And more. The dreaded consequence of pack racing is the big one.
Yep.
Watch the inside lane. The 34 and 27 is the first contact.
Yeah, the 27 of Menard, he needed a break right there. But David Reagan was all over him, and when Menard went up the hill just a little bit, Reagan was on that left corner and turned him around.
Damage to Casey Kane in the 5 as well as Hamlin in the 11.
Tony Stewart slipping right through that mess on the bottom there, and here comes Jimmy Johnson slipping along.
Now on this next replay, watch the 24 of Jeff Gordon come into view here along with the 17 of Kenseth. Little bump. Kenseth contact with Burton. He is sideways. He's in it. And Gordon, bump, bump, and by.
I have seen Jeff Gordon do that so many times, and that's just experience and keeping your cool and driving through it and not trying to avoid it.
Oh, and there's trouble. Oh, big hit.
Oh, is that Harrison Burton?
52, Cody Van Der Waal, Harrison Burton involved, Joe Graff Jr.
Man, that was a big impact, guys. Oh, they just all stacked up getting into turn 3 there. Yeah, we talked about everybody lifting kind of in the back of the pack, and they just, it all stacked up too quick. Well, what happens is when everybody's running single file like that, the line starts to accordion. Yeah. And it accordions at the worst at the end of the straightaways, so drivers check up at the end of the straightaway. If you can time it or plan for it, you lift earlier on the straightaway, but sometimes it catches you by surprise, and you see it there where everybody's stacked up.
And again, you're looking in your mirror because you're wanting to make sure that the guy behind you is staying in line. So there's just so much going on. Man, that was a big hit.
Josh Williams took a hard hit in that front tire on the driver's side. But when you consider the impact, it would have been for Harrison Burton head first into the wall if he wasn't there. That could have been so difficult.
Oh, trouble. Turn 2 down here, guys. Turn 1 and 2. Big trouble.
2 cars hard into the wall. Chris Buescher, one of those 4 rookies, is all tied up with Matt DiBenedetto.
I'm not too sure something didn't happen to one of those cars, because that when I looked up, it was headed straight to the wall as if something happened, maybe a right front tire maybe.
Wow.
I tell you,
that was DiBenedetto first into the outside wall.
Well, he got a double whammy.
Buescher.
Anytime you see the rear tires lift up off of a car as it makes impact, you know that's a huge hit.
What I don't like about that is that Buescher hit the wall head on, and then he got hit by DiBenedetto here in the driver's or in the right side, trying to get a double whammy here.
Can't quite grasp what turned both of those cars. No. They weren't really right together when they came into frame and headed towards the wall.
This happens 8 laps shy of halfway.
Blaney, Harvick, they spin behind him. It's going to be Blaney. Blaney gets the win at Talladega.
Good job, Josh. He gets up the racetrack and just gets a little clip in the left rear quarter panel.
He also made a very interesting point. He said,
I feel crash. 19's going to go around. He'll collect the 1. 22 of Logano also in it.
Stay up there. Lots of cars. Look at the 5 of Larson there.
McDowell comes back up in front. He'll tag another car. So now Larson in it also.
The one's like waiting, trying to say, go, come on, get it going. Eventually makes contact, and then everybody kind of piles in. Look at the 22 up in the air right there.
And the 3 kind of goes out of sight, but man, he gets turned to the right.
You have to wonder also, guys, we're talking about Ross Chastain offsetting to the right.
Wow.
To get more downforce, right? But how is that hurting Martin Truex Jr.'s car and how it drives? There's that big hit by Austin Dillon. That's just a massive hit.
They're not going to make it.
Oh, crash! And the red and black flag was out. None of them made it back, and on top of that, the big one right here in the tri-oval.
Holy cow. Remember, Landon Castle took off first. He's in it. Hard contact. There's Daniel Suarez. Blake Cook, the 8 car. Dale Jr. is able to drive through it. That black car in the middle of the racetrack right there was slow. And see, Kyle Larson's going to squeeze Blake Cook.
I think that's
actually Suarez
was trying to get through the middle, and he just misjudged the room he had to make that move and cause that crash. That was a rookie who was trying to understand exactly how to go about qualifying here at Daytona under this format, and was in a position, got himself in a position that he couldn't get out of. You could see just cut up, clipped the front of Blake Cook's car, and caused the big crash.
Was trying to get in behind Kyle Larson in the 42 car. Didn't quite have the clearance.
Oh, up into the wall. Alex Bowman into the wall. Ross Chastain caught up in the 42. The 19 of Mark Truex Jr. also involved.
Try to keep it rolling. Try to keep
the 18, Kyle Busch, also spinning. The 19 doesn't look like he had contact.
Man.
Big hit for Alex Bowman. That'll put him in a huge hole.
And Ricky's thinking, man, I've been pushing him multiple times just like that.
There's Truex. See, he was trying to get slowed down. These guys have nowhere to go. Wonder how much damage is on Truex car. Kyle Busch